First thing you want to do is go to Spirit Halloween and get your clear liquid latex. Then you want to draw out your look. You don't want to just go into the latex not knowing where you want to put it. So I like to draw mine out with like a tan pencil. Then you're going to take your latex and do a smooth layer over the area that you want to create the wound on. You're going to let this dry, and then while you're letting it dry, you're going to take that piece of tissue that you had earlier and that you peeled in half, and you're going to cut it into super, super thin, long rectangles. Then you're going to roll it with your fingers until you get 4 little skinny pieces, or however many you need, but I like to do 4. Wherever you want the edges of the skin to be, that's where you are going to use latex to glue the toilet paper pieces to your face. You want to slowly build up the latex on both sides of the toilet paper. And you're going to repeat this for all 4 sides. Or if you're going to do 1 full wound, you would just do 2 big ones. When you do this, you want to be super gentle. I want you to take your time. This is not something that needs to be rushed. And in between layers, you need to make sure you let the latex air dry. Sometimes you can use a blow dryer, but that can also damage your skin, and you don't really need to do all that. Here, I'm trimming the ends. Be super, super careful if you do that. I use these teeny tiny little cuticle scissors. Then you want to add a layer in between those skin flaps, if you will, just because you are creating the inside of the wound now. Again, on the other side, I'm going to start filling in the latex to create the bottom, or like the deepest part of the wound, if you will. Like that's where the most blood and gore is going to be. Again, I'm taking my time, being really gentle, not to move or separate the toilet paper. Sometimes when you put latex on top of itself, it'll stick to itself and it'll peel it. That's not what you want, right? We want to take our time and do a really good job. And just to get that natural effect, we don't want to layer the latex so thick that it doesn't look like skin anymore. The wound on my eye, I'm not really going to use toilet paper because I feel like it's on small cuts. You can literally just do it with couple layers of latex to look like an elevated wound. And also this method you can do anywhere. You can do this anywhere on the body, on the face. It's really universal. Now we're coming in with the color. The first color you want to lay down is going to be your lightest color. And again, we're trying to be as realistic as possible. So we're going to do a dusting of our red paint just all over the wound, maybe going on the outside of the skin just to make it look a little bit more realistic. When you do this, you want to always remember that the inside, the innermost part of the wound has to be the darkest. So I'm taking that red and I also mixed in a little bit of purple, and I'm slowly creating these shades of crimson, and we're going to make it, the darkest in the middle and the lightest on the outside. So we're going to slowly start applying the darkest color in the middle and just blending that out as we go. Lastly, I take a little bit of that black on a very, very thin brush, and I just make the innermost part of the wound black just to really create that depth and make it look real. I forgot to say, I did put foundation over the latex before I started adding the face paint. And that is a super important part just to make it, blend in with your foundation. After I was done with the paint, I just threw on some lashes, and then you're going to see me line my lips with this beautiful brown lip liner. And then just to make it cohesive with the red and make it a little bit easier on myself, I did a red lippy, and it's gonna be fire. I'm actually obsessed with this liquid lipstick, actually. So this next part, you got to be really, really careful, but I think it just adds to the illusion a lot, and it just really helps a lot when you do this. So I took my little cuticle scissors and I cut on the inside of the wound just to open it up, so that when I do add my liquid gel blood that you guys are going to see in a second from Spirit Halloween, it just pulls it all together. But again, you got to be careful with this. You don't want to add too much. If realism is what you're going for, again, you don't want to add too much. But if it's not, babe, put it on. Do what you want to do. Okay, this is your face. But yeah, I just decided to do a little tutorial just to help you guys out. Go crazy. Okay, go crazy with this. You can literally do anything.